Hello, my name is Bob Wiedefeld, and I will be teaching the Weekender course for Prince George's Community College and Howard Community College at the Laurel Extension Center, with classes actually beginning on Friday, February the 15th, 2013. I have recorded a few things here for a couple of reasons. First of all, it adds a little bit more of a personal note to our upcoming class together. You get a chance to see what I look like, etc., etc. And secondly, sometimes sending emails out with this kind of information in them can be confusing or can be incomplete. So whatever I say in this video is meant to augment whatever you get in writing from me before this course. You can't just watch the video and not read the materials and vice versa. First of all, the course is a weekender. For those of you who have never had a weekender experience, you're in for a treat. I say that a little sarcastically. We will meet on Friday evening, the 15th of February, and Saturday, the 16th of February. Friday evening, you need to be at the Laurel Center in the classroom, ready to begin working by 6 p.m. I will go over the starting and ending times of the rest of the class evenings with you that first night of class. The sessions will take place on Friday and Saturday, February 15th and 16th, Friday and Saturday, March 1st and March 2nd, and Friday and Saturday, March 15th and March 16th. Those are the dates that are set for the classes. Those are the only dates for the class meetings. I cannot overemphasize what I'm about to say. You must attend all classes. This is a seriously compressed course from the traditional 15-week course. You will be responsible for all of the reading and all of the assignments that are usually given in a 15-week course. So the misconception that may be out there among students who have never taken a weekender before, that perhaps because it's such a shortened course, there will be shortcuts taken in the material that you must study and understand, that is a misconception. That's not the case in this course. So it is extremely important. Just a side note, numerous times, I've been teaching weekenders for over 10 years. Numerous times I have people come up to me on the first night and say, well, you know, this course is scheduled for Saturday, the such and such date, and I'm supposed to be in a wedding that day, so I won't be able to attend. And I have to tell them, you know what, you need to drop the course right now. Here's the rationale for that, and I think it makes a lot of sense. If you take a 15-week course, three days a week, you are expected to be in class for the great majority of those course meetings, those class meetings. If you miss a Saturday, for example, in a weekender course, you're missing almost a third of the entire course in terms of class sessions. And in terms of a 15-week course, that would be like missing 5 weeks of class. It's just not acceptable. You need to be in class. Okay, let me talk about a few more things. The textbook. Textbook prices are outrageous. Nobody has to tell you that. If you've taken any courses before, the textbook for this course is no exception. I apologize, I don't have a copy with me at the present time to hold up and to show you, but I'm going to give you the information now, and the information will be in the syllabus, which I will email to you within the next 24 hours. The textbook is called Understanding Business, and it's by Nichols, Nickels, McHugh and McHugh. You don't need those last two name spellings. It's the 10th edition. The bookstore at Prince George's Community College is charging for a brand new textbook $228.86. That's new. They'll charge you $125.87 to rent it. And if you want to buy the book used, it'll cost you $171.65. I just did a quick search on Amazon, which is one of many, many sites out there that will satisfy the needs of students as far as textbooks are concerned. And the same textbook, exactly the same textbook, 10th edition, Amazon is charging $159.99 compared to the $228 at the PG bookstore. However, Amazon, and this I think is the best deal, and it will certainly satisfy your needs, Amazon is renting the textbook for, excuse the ring on the phone, it'll go away in a second. Amazon is renting it for $48.50. So you can rent this textbook, Understanding Business by Nichols, McHugh, and McHugh, 10th edition, for the period of this course, which is actually only a month, plus whatever weeks before it you want to get the book, for $48.50. That's a pretty good deal compared to $228 new. Those of you at Howard Community College, a number of students from Howard make the mistake of going to the Howard Community College bookstore and buying the textbook that is listed for this particular course, or the same course but with the Howard registration numbers. You show up to class, the students show up to class the first night, they've broken the seal on the book, they can't return it, and it's the wrong textbook. Howard Community College students, please order the Understanding Business by Nichols, McHugh, and McHugh. And by the way, you could go to Amazon, you could rent the book for $48, you could have it overnighted to you and still save more than 50% of the cost of the book, above and beyond going to one of the school bookstores. So I suggest very much, number one, I suggest that you search on websites for reputable dealers in textbooks, either new or used. Go to Amazon and rent a book from Amazon, have it overnighted to you. And the overnighting is important, and I'll explain that in a second. You can save yourselves a lot of money and a lot of stress. Now, the reason the overnighting is important is because you must have the first third of the book read and comprehended by the first night of class. Okay, so I don't recall the number of chapters in the textbook, but let's say there are 30. I think there are less than 30, but then you must have the first 10 chapters of the textbook thoroughly read and understood before the first night of class. Remember, we're going to be in class on a Friday night and a Saturday night. There'll be 2 weeks between that class and the next class to do all of the assignments. Then we'll be in class another Friday night and Saturday night. There'll be 2 weeks to do all the assignments, and then the final weekend, it's a Friday night and a Saturday night. So there isn't any time at all between these classes to be reading and digesting the text materials. So you must have the first third of the textbook read and understood by the first night of class. Then you'll be required to have the second third of the textbook read and understood by that second Friday night of class. And then again, the the last third of the textbook by the last Friday night of the class. You will have 3 reading comprehension tests. Each of the reading comprehension tests will be administered the first thing of the first Friday night, and it is designed to see how much you have read and you have understood before we start working together. I am not going to spoon feed in this course. This is a college course, okay? So the format here is based on you coming in, having read the material in the textbook, and then we will have discussions that go from that starting point beyond what is in the textbook. So it's extremely important that you read and understand this material. Don't throw your hands up in the air and say, "Oh my God, I'm gonna drop this course because it sounds terrible. I have a test the first 5 minutes that I'm in the first night of class." That's not what it's designed for. I think once you get into this course, you'll feel extremely comfortable with the formatting. Now, when I send you the email, I've gotten the email addresses from the Laurel Center for the Howard Community College students. I hope they're correct. When I send you the email, you will have my email address at PG to respond to. Please don't hesitate to send me any questions that you might have. If you're considering dropping the class, because of what I've said in this video, then by all means send me an email and tell me what the problem is, and I will respond immediately to you. And don't be surprised if my response is something like, I don't recommend that you drop the class. This is a college course, and so long as you can attend all of the classes and read the textbook, then I think you're going to be fine. Again, my name is Bob Wiedefeld. Last name is a little difficult to remember, so everybody calls me Bob, and I would prefer that that's what you call me. Thank you for your attention, and I really look forward to meeting you on Friday night. Oh, by the way, Friday night the 15th is the first class. You may have received some sort of a communication, or you may see in the schedule that February the 1st is the first date of the class. Do not attend class on February the 1st. Do not attend class on February the 1st. That's the first day that the instructor is supposed to get the information out to you. That's our deadline that I've just given you in the video. So don't go to the Laurel Center on February the 1st, Friday night. Thank you again. Look forward to meeting you. Take care.